Okay. I think we should be live. I think we should be up and running. Check, check. Check, check, check. Okay. I think we should be live. I think we should be up and running. All right. We should be Gucci. So, what is good, y'all? Welcome back to another Moon Piece One Piece chapter live stream, live reaction. Things are a little different. I understand. I don't want to alarm you. There is no turmoil in the Moon Piece podcast, but today is just me, solo, no Rover Noah Danny. The reason being is because on Sunday, me and Danny will actually be doing our live read through reaction with that One Piece talk. Larry has invited us to join him on Sunday. So instead of us doing the stream on Sunday, and because of Danny's schedule and life and things like that going on, decided, okay, you know what? Just so we're not missing any chapter reviews or chapter reactions on the channel, instead of me doing what I would normally do this on my personal channel, I'm gonna do this today using, instead of the actual official Viz translations that come out on Sunday, we're going to be doing the TCB translations today for this stream. So obviously next chapter, we're going to be back to regularly scheduled programming. So if you want to see me and Danny talk about the chapter, make sure you guys check out that One Piece talk we will be guesting on Sunday. Marco, what's good? The Griffith Lover is here. Listen, bro, I don't know where you getting this Griffith Lover thing from. You gotta stop putting that on my jacket, because I wholly do not respect Griffith for one of the actions he has done. I wholly do not respect it. So I just want to make sure you put that out there, because Marco, I don't want you giving nobody the wrong idea that I promote that type of stuff, bro. You gotta start putting JK at the end of those fire emojis. So, chapter 1155, the Rocks Pirates. We are here. So, before we get started, make sure you guys subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a like, leave a comment on the stream. After the fact, if you're watching this, listen, like I said, Sunday, we're going to be doing that. We're doing Sailor Moon Saturday morning, so we'll have that stream going on. Listen, bro, it is what it is. Joe Jones told me you said Griffith was right. I never said Griffith was right. I never said that. So, without any further ado, y'all, let's get into it, y'all. Chapter 1155 of the One Piece Wa. As always, our boy Monkey D. Luffy is on the cover this week. We love to see it, of Shonen Jump. We got the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 out here, bro. Out here. It's cool to see it. I mean, listen, One Piece stay on the volume, right? One Piece stay on the volumes of Shonen Jump. So can't be mad at that. All right, let's get into this chapter. Okay, we got a double page color spread. Usopp holding on for dear life on Luffy. We got Nami scared, holding on to Jinbei, but Sanji's over here like, Nami-swan, I can protect you. We got Chopper and Robin with each other. I love Robin's outfit here. Ugh, would love to see that. And listen, bro, some of these fits ought to be given in these double page color spreads. Be so fire. Brook looks like he's singing to a penguin, a flying penguin. We got like a wanted billboard in the back of Luffy. Zoro just here chilling. We got Frankie here. Chill stuff. No cover story this week, so let's continue on. Okay. Rocks, the legendary pirate, came to Elbaf, but why? Okay, so we cut to Loki looking at the Rocks Pirates themselves. This is Elbaf, but Pops ain't here. He's on a voyage. You're all puny humans? This is the first I've ever seen one moving around for real. How cute. Is that Stussy? Is that Miss Bucking herself? Hang on. Did you just say Pops? You're Harold's kid? Your boy Newgate is confused. He said, what? I'm guessing he could still be reached, even if he's away, right? What's your name? Well, Rox is pressing him. So his eye is just like that? It's not even like he's making a crazy face. His eye is just one closed, one open. Loki. All right, Loki. Just do what I tell you. Head on home and get someone to send urgent word to your pops. Tell him to say, Loki has been seriously hurt. You've got to return to Elbaf at once. Watch your mouth. Do I look like I take orders from a human? He not having it. Broski is not having it. You seriously expect my father to drop everything just because I'm hurt? Yeah, right. Besides, someone as weak looking as you has no right to boss me around. Oh, this nigga Rox is gearing. Yo, Rox is really on the FTK vibe. Rox do not give a damn. Rox don't give a damn. Riasat, what's good? Rasmus, what's good? Yeah, right. Besides, someone as weak looking as you has no right to boss me around. Rox's swordsmanship was renowned for his brutal impact, akin to a giant hammer or cannon fire. It was said to blow everything in the surrounding vicinity away. Oh, you about to get the opposite of divine departure. You're about to get agonizing arrival. Yo, ain't he put hockey on that thing? He's just a kid, Rox. He's just a kid. Yeah. Zebek is different, bro. Why he do that to him? Yo, he cracked Loki. There we have it. Loki has been seriously hurt. You ask and you shall you ask and you shall receive. That's off the dome right there. Harold's paths cross with this mad man once before. It happened during the reverie that year. Someone attacked and kidnapped 5 of the kings. Unbelievable. That big man in black has to be the culprit. Oh, we cut into the reverie. We cut into Mary Joie. The lives of those sovereigns cannot be used to extort Mu. Oh, we going straight to Imu. Imu-sama. No kidding. But it threw the Holy Land into total chaos, didn't it? Oh, this nigga Rox is sitting there cold as ice. Cold as ice. Staring the boy down. He's staring the boy down. Is that Imu and Gunko? Wait a minute, but this is like 40-something years ago. Like 48 years ago. The incident would be the first and last of its kind. An intruder made it all the way to the flower room, hidden deep within the Holy Land. The man claimed to be a Davy Jonesian pirate. It's time for the Davy back fight, y'all. He knew there was nothing more he could do in that moment. So he withdrew these words. Just wait. One day, I'll be back. Emu, you not going to do nothing about that? Emu, you not going to do nothing about that? This nigga is straight up threatening broski. And the eye is open. Naturally, this incident would never be brought to light. Ironically, on that very day, there was another intruder in the Holy Land. Who? Who? The man claimed to be a Davy Jonesian pirate. So, bro, the Rocks pirates don't even exist yet. Oh my days, what is happening? Look, it's so much bigger than a normal giant. I want it as a slave. No, we should kill it and have its stuff. Guards, protect the nobles. Hot, 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 hot. I'm sorry, the negotiations went south. And we got Harold running out. And I know trespass is a crime. But isn't all this going a bit too far? What? Don't let the kidnapper get away. That wasn't me, I swear. Harold getting ran down. He getting chased out of Mary Joie. The boy is getting chased out of Mary Joie. An admiral was murdered. The culprit ran towards the castle. Proceed with caution. Okay, so Rox is running out? So he just run past him? It's just one thing after the other. Seize that biggin. That big one. That must be the guy who kidnapped the kings. How dare he use me as a scapegoat? I'll show him. A giant in the Holy Land? Don't your kind lurk in the boonies? Yo, Rox is confused, boy. Oh, the sword clash! Nah, bro is straight up backing down Harold. He's straight backing that boy down. Got the hockey clash on deck. Look, yo, oh my God. He's so small compared to the blade. The clash between the two strangers blew away everyone within a 5-kilometer radius. Vohahaha. State your name. Bada-ha-ha-ha. It's Harold. I'm Rox. Angle your next strike towards the town. They'll enslave you if you get caught. Huh? Why? Don't ask questions. Ah! Yo, bro is just commanding. Rox is just commanding, homie. How do I get to Elbaf? The new world is that way. Vahahaha. If you survive this, let's meet again, Harold. Don't be ridiculous. As if I'd ever associate with a criminal like you. Yo, this nigga is jumping straight off the red line. What the? Are you seriously just gonna jump off the edge? Rox had taken down a Navy admiral just moments earlier. Okay, so Rox is not the one who brought him here. Despite all the efforts to save him, the admiral did not survive. It was deemed the most grievous of sins. Dead or alive, Roxy's are back. So now we got Rox's bounty posted with no bounty. Oda, stop hiding things. Stop hiding. You're hiding forever. Oda, when I catch you, Oda, in the blink of an eye, Rox's infamy boomed. The event sent a powerful shock throughout the seas. Sometime later, we see a ship blowing up. A ship carrying a great amount of celestial tribute to Mary Joie was attacked. The gates of justice were destroyed, and the attacker fled the scene. The stolen funds were later used to support Rox's pirate activities. Psh. Bro destroyed the gates of justice? Casually? Casually? So we on the second iteration? Until that point, Rox had always acted against the world government. But after that, he started to target pirates too. Oh my days. He got a couple bounty posters in his hand. In the world of pirates, there exists a long-standing tradition known as a Davy back fight. Let's get it. Davy back fight back, y'all. Davy back fight back, y'all. The Davy back fight is back, y'all. We got all these different bounty posters. Who is this? This Newgates? Like, who we got here? Like, Rox is just out here, like, whooping on pirates casually? Solo? Bro was just in, like, one little boat? In the world of pirates, there exists a long-standing tradition known as a Davy back fight. Pirate crews will compete in a series of matches, wagering their flags or even their crewmates in a truly ruthless game. Rox used his tradition to build his entire crew. The Davy back fight is back, y'all. El Davy back is back. Love to see it. Love to see it. See, y'all tried to skip Long Ring Long Land. Some of y'all tried to skip Long Ring Long Land, and I ain't gonna forget that. They had won many scoundrels to their side before they even had a flag. So now we got Newgate's face being hidden right here. And now we got Shiki, right? And then we got Miss Buckin right here. After that, that's it. They made their way to Elbaf. Oh, this nigga wanted Harold to join his crew. He was about to Davy back fight Harold. Elbaf. West Castle. Oh no. I rushed home as fast as I could. But I'm glad you've already turned the corner on your recovery. Thank goodness. Oh shit. Harold really showed up. I know that you're strong, Loki, but you shouldn't wander into the realm of the dead. You got lucky escaping with nothing more than that after falling off the cliff. There's plenty more dangers just lurking deeper inside. Dad really came back? It has to be a coincidence. He couldn't have come from me. Loki can't even believe his dad loved him. He can't believe anybody cares about him. Rox. All right, Harold, pressing him. I've heard all about your crimes. What are you doing here? I missed you, Harold. You gotta join my crew. The world government won't hear you outright. You get it now? The time has come. Look at him. He over here like, join my crew. He even got the Elbaf garb on. He looked like Eustace Kid. Okay, so now we see everybody who's in his crew. I don't know who some of these people are, but we see Newgate. This is a real fest. The real feast. Ha. So that's the king of Elbaf. So we got Newgate. We got Shiki. We got Miss Buckin. I don't know who these other two are. Well, these other three. So off the top of my head. Don't be stupid. If I anchor myself with a thug like you, I'll lose all the goodwill I've built up with my allies. What of it? Aren't those allies government pawns? What's the point of reaching for something that's impossible? You gotta level the playing field. Don't be a wet blanket, Harold. Elbaf has the greatest warriors in the world. If something churns your stomach, you should just crush it. Nah, yo, he is built different. That's the old way. Elbaf has changed. People can never change. that same bloodlust is still pulsing through you. Hey, can't you two just enjoy the meal? Newgate. Yo, Whitebeard really don't be wanting no smoke. Whitebeard's like, yo, can't we just chill? We can't just chill, bro. It don't gotta be like this. Bro said it don't gotta be like this. You guys should know that if you follow a man like him, you'll only be led to ruin. Following that moron? Don't make Lee laugh. We're all completely out for ourselves. None of us would bat an eye if Rox died. Well, that's not to say his plans don't have a certain appeal. They could prove very lucrative. Shiki, the wicked, future golden lion. Miss Buckin, the tech bandit. Buckingham Stussy. Have you heard of Hachinosu? The place they call the Isle of Exiles, or even Pirate Island. Countries all around the world send their worst inmates there as a form of penal exile. Don Marlin, gangster from the West Blue. Don Marlin, does he have something to do with the underworld people? It was meant to be a barren island with no food, where all you can do was wait for death. Edward Newgate, future Whitebeard. But last year, the survivors started banding together. And why do you think that happened? Pirate Prophet, Ochoku, future Commodore of Pirate Island. Okay. Why he got the same why he got the same tongue of what's his name? What's that boy name? Caribou. Why Ochoku got that same tongue vibe like Caribou? Believe it or not, the island had a massive gold deposit. A shadowy organization found out and got involved. They helped the criminals amass a fortune. That really pissed off the government. Ganzui, the smuggler. Yo, the fact that they just call Rox an idiot is kind of crazy, right? These days, anyone who gets near the island gets swarmed by the hardened criminals. They'll strip you of everything. So then we cut a deal with the government. I asked, how much are you going to pay us if we take that island back for you guys? Once we get the money, we'll take down Pirate Island and split the mountain load of loot between us. But there's no way in hell we're just handing over the island and those criminals after that. Get it? I'll take charge of Hachinosu. And with these dumbasses under me, we'll turn it into a pirate paradise. I can already see the government and Marines standing there like clueless dogs. This is just the prologue to my life. Using that island as me base, I'll crush the Navy, bring the Holy Land crashing down. And after that, I'm going to become king of the world. Zawardo. Loki's over here like, his aura. His aura. Huh? Your enemies are too big. You're picking a fight with the whole planet. Say what you want. One day someone's bound to pull it off. There is no such thing as power that lasts forever. Join me, Harold. If we team up, we will be unstoppable. Yo, he is putting the pressure on Broski. And Loki just listening. That's why he trying to follow Rox's dream. Quit inviting me. I told you, I'm the king. That doesn't matter. The world, I'm going to go claim it. The whole damn world. Loki suddenly realized he had found salvation. He is not your savior, Loki. He is not your savior. This nigga's over here like, finally, someone who gets me. 4 years pass. Harold continued rejecting the numerous invitations he received until one day, Rox's plan had finally reached its fruition, backed by his monstrous crew. What? He would send shockwaves throughout the world. Set sail, you bastards! And we see the Rox Pirates have been created. The legend embarks. And then we have a break next week. Okay. Woof. Okay. 11:55. 11:55. Okay. So, now that we got that out the way, right? Now that we got that out the way, let me give me 1 second, y'all. Make sure I put the chat here real quick. Okay, now let's start to recap this chapter before I give my rating. Whew. One Piece chapter 11:55. The Davy back fight is back, y'all. And for anybody who skipped Long Ring Longland calling it filler, eat your words. Everything matters. Everything matters. One Piece chapter 11:55. The Rox Pirates. Let's recap this. The cover story, there is no cover story. We got a double page color spread this time around, y'all. We got a double page color spread. And it's cute. Robin's outfit, kawaii as always. Usopp, scared, fighting for his life, holding on to Luffy. We got a billboard in the back with Luffy's wanted poster. We got Sanji over here like, Nami Swan, if you scared, I'll protect you. Even though Robin's the one protecting, even though Jinbei's the one protecting Nami, but you know, we got Brooke over here playing the violins and some flying penguin. Chopper and Frankie is just there, and Zoro's just looking up, smiling. It's always nice to see double page color spread. Robin's outfit, oh my days, Oda, put that in the story. Put that in the story, please. I beg you. But enough with the color spread. Let's get to the chapter. Rox, the legendary pirate, came to Elbaf, but why? So we open up a chapter with your boy Loki sitting here like, yeah, man, this is Elbaf, but, Pops ain't here. And then Newgate's over here like, well, not Newgate. Rox is over here like, wait a minute. Pops? You're Harold's kid? And at the time, Loki's over here popping ish a little bit, saying like, man, you're puny humans? I ain't never really seen none of these. I ain't never seen no humans walk around before. And Miss Bucket's over here like, oh, how cute, right? So Rox says, all right, you saying your pops ain't here, but I'm pretty sure he could be reached. So what's your name? So now Loki's over here like, my name's Loki. And he's like, all right, so this is what we're going to do. You're going to head home. You're going to get word to your pops and say that Loki has been seriously hurt. You've got to return to Elbaf 1 so they get that message to your dad so that, he'll come back here so I can talk to him, right? So I can chop it up with him real quick. Go get your pops. I need an adult. I am an adult. You know what I mean? And Loki, poor kid. This poor kid. Getting humbled. This poor kid is over here like, watch your mouth. Like, I would take any orders from any human. You seriously expect me to just do what you say? And you think my father's gonna just drop everything because I'm hurt? Please. Oh, please. Besides, someone as weak as you has no right to tell me what to do. Loki, you poor. Loki, you poor, unassuming soul. Because the way this nigga rocks charges up while Loki is yapping. See, they said Rock's swordsmanship is something different. They said for its brutal impact akin to a giant hammer or cannon fire. They said it was set to blow everything in the surrounding vicinity away. Now, I was wrong. I thought that rocks might be somewhat fraudulent at first, maybe not that physically strong. This chapter proved me wrong. I was thinking about the Rocks pirates being something like Crossguild, right? But Rocks continues to move through this chapter, moving heavy like Blackbeard. You know what I mean? So we know your boy Roger got divine departure, right? This nigga. I'm calling this move from Rock's agonizing arrival because he don't give Loki no time. He put hockey into that attack and cracked Loki and said, cool, now you're hurt. Now you don't gotta lie. Go get your dad. Rocks! The F them kids energy is crazy, sir. Sir! He's just a baby. Right? So from there, we cut to them letting us know Harold actually crossed paths with Rocks before. Now, I know there were some people that thought that, maybe Harold snuck into Mary Joie with Rocks because Rocks was already maybe the king of Hachinosu at the time. But that's not the case, y'all. That's not the case. We still don't know how Harold got in. But Harold and Rocks ran into each other during that reverie year, right? That somehow Harold was there and nobody questioned how big bro was, even though, well, we thought that nobody questioned it because I was like, bro, you mad big. Bro, you mad big. Who are you trying to hide from? Who are you trying to get away from? So then we find out someone attacked and kidnapped 5 of the kings, right? And they said, unbelievable. That big man in black has to be the culprit. So it seems like they're talking about Harold. But then we cut to Emu in his little flower room, yapping, saying, the lives of those sovereigns cannot be used to extort Mu. Right? And then we scroll down even further and we see Rocks aura farming, chilling there with the blicky switches on the straps. Talking about no kidding. But it threw the Holy Land to chaos, didn't it? This nigga is sitting in the flower room with not only Emu, but also young Gunko or Gunko before whatever, right? Well, this obviously took place, sometime after Brooke being born, or Brooke's, Brooke is like 80 something years old. And this is about 40 something years ago, maybe 50 years ago. So it must mean that Gunko is not aging because of Emu. But Gunko is like really like under Emu, like the damn near the right hand person or something, like just casually just in the room, right? And this incident, they're saying, would be the first and last of its kind, right? An intruder making it into the Flowerland in Mary Joie is crazy in itself, right? So I can't tell if Emu is over here like confuzzled or scared, but then the narrator is over here like, that man, the man claimed to be a Davy Jonesian pirate. Excuse me? So are the Davy Jones pirates a thing? Or is this Rock saying, yeah, I move the way Davy Jones used to move. Like that's how I am. I give it up like Davy Jones in the locker. You know what I mean? But they say he knew there was nothing more he could do in that moment. So he withdrew with these words, right? He knew that he was like, you know what? I don't got this. I'm Dolly in this flower room, right? Rox is over here like, I'm Dolly in this flower room. I'm aura farming. But I'm a dip. But just wait. One day, I'll be back. And Emu just over here like, what stopped Emu from killing him? Why did Emu let him get away so casually? And now we see Rox's other eye, the one that's usually like this, right? Way more expanded. Right? Like the intimidation is wicked. Rox is a menace. This man is a menace, y'all. Right? And they said this incident would never be brought to light. They made sure they covered that up. The government is always hiding something. Release the files. Release the files. Right? But while that was happening, we see the Celestial Dragons, right, demanding that the soldiers catch a burning, running Harold, right? So he's saying the negotiations went south. And I know trespassing is a crime, but like you guys are doing a lot, right? So instead of Harold choosing violence, he decides to just get away, right? And they thinking that he's the one who kidnapped the king. So they over here like, don't let that kidnapper get away. He's like, this wasn't me, bro. This wasn't me. So as Harold is running, right? Running towards him, it's Rox. Rox is running towards him. They're like, yo, an admiral was murdered. They can't believe it. And I wish Oda would tell us who this admiral name was. He won't tell us, right? So now Harold and Rox is running to each other, and Harold is peeping like, oh, this must be the dude who kidnapped the kings. He's trying to use me as a scapegoat. Y'all seen Huda from Love Island. She be saying a scapegoat. But he used him as a scapegoat. And Rox, I guess, didn't peep Harold before. He's like, a giant in the Holy Land? Ain't you supposed to be in the boonies? Right? No talking, just action. These niggas immediately clash blades. We see the Haki clash. Cooking everybody. The size of Harold's blade relative to Rox's body size, absolutely insane, right? The clash between the two of them blew away everyone in a 5-kilometer radius. Oda, you are, please let this backstory cook. Please let this backstory go all the way to God Valley. I'm begging you. We need it. Right? And these two is vibing. Now they having a good time, right? And I like Rox's laugh. Instead of the zeh ha ha ha, his is vo ha 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 ha. Vo ha 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 ha. He's like, state your name. He said, my name's Harold. He said, well, I'm Rox. Angle your next strike towards the town, because they're going to enslave you if you get caught, right? And he's like, what? Why would I do that? Don't ask no questions. If you want to get out of here, listen to me. I got you. I know all the solutions. I know all the answers. So now we see it going towards the town, right? And now Rox is just on Harold's shoulder casually, right? And he's running, right? He's like, yo, how do I get to Elbaf? He said, well, the new world is that way. So if you survive this, let's meet again, Harold. This nigga Harold pulls the most ridiculous feat ever. He yeets himself off the red line. Just jumps clear off the red line, bro. And when Harold said, and when Rox said that to Harold, he's like, bro, I'm not trying to associate myself with no criminal like you. But Rox is also like, bro, did you just jump off the edge? Like, what? So now we find out the Admiral cooked, right? He did not survive. And the government is over here like, yeah, this is one of the most grievous sins possible. In the blink of an eye, Rox's infamy boomed, right? The event sent a powerful shock throughout the seas. Oda, you over here, you got the bounty poster here, dead or alive, but you're not gonna give us the bounty? That's petty. What do we think Rox Dieselbeck bounty is? Is it higher than Dragons? Was it higher than Rogers? Did they give him $3 billion off the rip? I don't know. But Oda, you dastardly man. You better give it to us. You better give us that. right? So then we found out some time passed, right? And we found out that a ship containing some celestial dragon tribute was attacked by none other than Rox himself, continuing to be a menace to the world government. He got his foot on their neck. He's not letting them breathe. He even destroyed the gates of justice. You can just do that? We can just casually destroy the gates of justice now? I didn't know that was an option. I didn't know that was something we were doing. And then we said, until that point, Rox had always acted against the world government. But after that, he started to target pirates too. So now we see Rox solo in his little ship. He's doing all these the misadventures of Rox is crazy, right? So now we learn, thanks to the Foxy Pirates, thanks to Afro Luffy himself, we learn more about this Davy Jonesian pirate, right? In the world of pirates, there's a long-standing tradition known as the Davy back fight. Y'all called it filler. Y'all tried to skip it. Y'all thought it would never come back. Anybody with a brain, a real One Piece fan, knew the Davy back fight was coming back. The series is ending on a Davy back fight. Mark my words. Mark my words. So now we got images of Rox just terrorizing pirates. Just cooking people, waging war, taking their flags, taking crewmates. It's a ruthless game. And Rock used this tradition to build his crew. It wasn't even a full crew yet, not even a pirate flag, right? So on his ship, so far we see at first Newgate chilling. We see Miss Buckingham Stussy and Shiki himself chilling, right? So now it's them, and there's a couple more people we're gonna meet, right? And now they made their way to Elbaf, right? They're making their way to Elbaf. So now we go back to Elbaf and West Castle, and we realize that Harold actually did show up for Loki. Now, guys, I said Harold was acting like Boruto's dad last stream, right? He's over here just trying to do his best for the village. He's trying to really do right by Elbaf. And he's too busy to be around his son. And Loki really is surprised that Harold actually showed back up. He's like, did he show back up for me? Like, is there another reason? Like, this, like, what? And Harold's just telling him, like, smiling at him, like, your dad really love you, Loki. He's over here like, listen, bro, I know you strong, but like, you can't just be in the underworld by yourself. Like, you fell off, man. These injuries could have been way worse. He doesn't know that Rox cooked him with a agonizing arrival, right? He doesn't know that, but it is what it is. So Rox is over here just oozing charisma, very, very heavy on the zeh ha ha ha, but the vo ha 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 energy, saying, Harold, I missed you. You gotta join my crew. The royal government is not gonna, you can't, they're not gonna side with you. They're not gonna let you eat. Like, you get it? You gotta join my squad if you want to get the things that you want and the things that you need for your people. This is of your best interest. I'm only looking out for you. And Harold's like, no, you're a criminal. I'm not. You're gonna mess up all my vibes. Like, I'm building good rapport with the people around the world and other nations. And Rox is making a lot of sense, y'all. He's like, they're all government pawns, bro. What's the point of you trying to make sure you part? Like, that's impossible. They're not gonna let you, based on what you know, they're not gonna let you be part of the government. Like, stop trying to do that. Just level the playing field. Take what you want. You got the greatest warriors of all time here. What are you doing? Fill your stomachs. Just crush everything else and take what's yours. And I was like, nah, we not like that, bro. We change, right? And Rock is like, people never change. Bloodlust is still pulsing through you. It's in your veins. You are who you are. You are an ancient giant, my guy. Fluke, what's good? Finally able to catch it live. Glad you can make it through, my lord. Wasabi, long ring, long land skippers are in shambles. No room, just shambles. And the Afro Luffy stocks are up. Actually, you know what? Where my boy at? Let's get it, y'all. The Davy back fight is here. The Afro Luffy stocks are up. They're up. It's time for a Davy back fight. You know what I mean? They up. Anyways, so they say you guys should know that if you follow, like Harold is talking to everybody else that's in Rock's crew, and he's like talking to Shiki. He's like, "Why y'all following this dude? Like he's just gonna lead to the death of y'all. Like y'all gonna get clipped banging with him. Like why y'all following him?" And Shiki is Shiki don't give a damn. Shiki's kind of a menace, right? So now we get introduced to the people that's currently part of not the Rock's pirates yet, but Rock's little crew. So before he was the Golden Lion Shiki, he was Shiki the Wicked. And he's over here like, that moron? You think we following him? Psh, please. We out here for ourselves. None of us would bat an eye if he died. We don't care. Menace. Shiki. Menace. I need to see some Shiki feats. Will Shiki come back in the story, or is Oda just going to relegate him to backstories only? Then we got Miss Buckin, the tech bandit. I'm liking the haircut. Miss Buckin. I'm liking the vibe. The suspenders, the hole in the glass of wine. She's over here like, yeah, his plans don't have a certain appeal, but, you know, they could be lucrative. We could make something happen with that. You know what I mean? Then we cut to Don Marlin, a gangster from the West Blue. He must have something to do with underworld stuff. And he's letting us know, like, hey, have you heard of Hachinosu? You know, he's explaining what Hachinosu is, you know, the whole exile thing. You know, there's a whole bunch of pirates there. And, you know, they send the worst inmates there. And it's just a free fall, right? Edward Newgate, future Whitebeard, says, like, yeah, it was meant to be a barren island. No food. All you could do, wait for death. Then we got Caribou's dad or granddad or whoever this is, got the caribou mouth, the pirate prophet Ochoku, future commodore of Pirate Island. So he's going to end up running it, right? He lets us know, but last year, as of recently, the survivors band together. And do you know what happened? Being sus. Then we get to Ganzui, the smuggler. He says, believe it or not, there's a big gold deposit there. And some shady organization found out and got involved. They helped the criminals amass a fortune, and that really pissed off the government, right? So the government also doesn't like what's going on there, y'all. They don't like what's going on. So, and Rox is letting Harold know, like, you know, these days, anyone who gets there gets swarmed by hardened criminals. They'll strip you of everything. You're going to get cooked, right? So then, you know, I asked the government, I say, yo, if you're willing to pay us, I might take the island back for you guys. I might take it back, right? But the government wasn't having that. The government wasn't having that. They said, just let it stay. We refuse to work with you. You know what I mean? We're not about to create the 7 warlord system right now. Just because you want to help us out. But this is Rox really coming up with that 7 warlord idea almost. You know what I mean? And he lets them know, like, you know what? I'm going to go to Hachinosu. And with these little dumbass around me, we're going to turn it into a pirate paradise. I can already see the government and Marines standing there looking clueless. Right? Oral farming, screaming, going crazy. He said, this is just the prologue of my life. Using that island as my base, I'm going to crush the Navy. I'm going to bring the Holy Land crashing down. And after that, I'm making waffles. Now, he says, I'm going to be the king of the world. And while he's saying that, as he's yapping, right, as he's just getting his shit off, Loki is just watching from the cut, glazing. He can't believe what he's hearing. Shay, what's good? He can't believe what he's hearing, right? And Harold's like, you kind of bugging. The whole planet? Zawaldo? You trying to take on the government? Listen. It's not like Luffy didn't do that already. So he's like, say what you want. One day, somebody's bound to pull it off. Is it going to be Buggy? Is it going to be Blackbeard? Is it going to be Luffy? We don't know. You don't know? Did you see them call Zebek the N-word in the Holy Land? Nah, I ain't see that, bro. I ain't see that. What they called them? A Davy Jonesian? They must have called him something else. But yeah, he says there's no Rox is really just cooking, right? The amount of yapping, the amount of monologue that Rox goes on in this chapter is elite, right? He said there is no such thing as power that lasts forever. He's almost definitely foreshadowing his own demise. You know what I mean? Like this, it's inevitable, right? But Rome also fell, y'all. Empires fall. So he's saying, he's trying to get Harold, yo, join up with me, right? Join up with me. We will be unstoppable if you join me. And Harold's not having it. He's like, quit inviting me. I told you I'm the king. I don't want nothing to do with these problems. He said, that doesn't matter. I'm going to go claim it. The whole damn world. He's not even thinking about the One Piece. He's in a whole different mindset, a whole different energy, y'all. He wants the world on, or Big Man in Black in other translations. Yeah, I think because they was talking about Harold and when he was wearing all black. I think that's what you're talking about. Okay, there we go. And as he's doing all this yapping, you just see Loki. Wow. I finally met my idol. Somebody who believes in destroying Zawaldo. Somebody who's I lost all love and hope for this, and he wants to destroy it. I want to destroy it too. He's my idol. He's my Shanksu. He's my Roxu. Right? So then 4 years passed, and Harold continued to reject every invitation that Rox sent him. But even with Harold rejecting it, Rox's plan still came to fruition. Bro pulled up on Hachinosu, and it would send shockwaves throughout the world as the Rox Pirates officially are formed. And we see the Rox Pirate flag, and we see that the legend is now embarking. Oda! Bro, I'll strike. He said all this is a Rob Lucci upscale. How so? How so? How? What do you mean this is a Rob Lucci upscale? Who did? Because Rob Lucci took out Stussy? Miss Bucking don't count. That better be not. Well, what? Anyways, this chapter, I hope that this backstory lasts just as long as the Oden backstory. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The Davy back fight stocks are back. Anybody who skipped Long Ring Longland, you are eating your words. The Davy Jonesian pirates was that a race of people? Was that an actual old pirate crew? Are we gonna learn? Oh my god, there's so much lore in this. Oda, the Davy Jonesian pirates. We need to know. Nah, everything here is a Foxy upscale. The Foxy upscale is real. The Davy back fight is real. I'm still not letting go that Buggy has some type of. I want to believe. Where you got Rox all time in terms of strength? Huh. Rox might be number one, y'all, because Roger needed help. Technically, right? Technically, Roger needed help. So, I don't know. I feel like because Roger needed help, the strongest in history is Zebek versus the strongest in current day, Foxy. He wildin'. He got help from Garp, the Holy Knights. Like, they had to jump the Rox Pirates. So we don't know exactly how that all went down. You know what I mean? There's just so much here to dissect. There's so much here to think about in regards to like how is just broke casually above Emu? Hell no. Second only to Emu. second only to Emu, because he backed down from Emu. He didn't really want that smoke. So I can't say in confidence that he's stronger than Emu, but he's got to be number 2. Like, we're seeing all these people power level. We're seeing all these people strength in this series from the past. I don't see, at least I don't know how, without a time skip, Oda is going to get this to happen for Luffy to get to that strength level. I just don't know. But this is a solid chapter. Backstory continues. Good stuff to see. The Harold just really, really won't join, but maybe Harold does join for God Valley. Who knows, right? One happiness punching is over for Rocks, bro. Emu just let him go just because. He just said, I'm not dealing with this right now. I'm not doing this right now. Or maybe Emu wasn't charged up. I don't know. I don't know his deal. If I had to give this chapter a rating for chapter 1155, 9 out of 10. This is a 9 out of 10 chapter. The Davy back fight. The Davy Josians pirates. The Rocks pirates. Who is this Admiral that got cooked? When is our boy Foxy coming back? Is the series going to end on a Davy back fight? It has to come back another way, right? Than as opposed to this backstory. The Davy back fight has to come back. Or maybe Oda just really saved it just for this. I don't know, man. I don't know. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below if you're watching this after the fact. Guys, don't forget, I know it's just me this stream. We are back to regularly scheduled programming for chapter 1156, but this Sunday, me and Danny will be on that One Piece talk with Larry, doing a read-through reaction review with him on their channel. So check that out. That's why I'm doing this solo and doing this right now. So make sure y'all check it out Sunday. I'll be sure to post a community link so you guys can figure out when that's happening. It should be around 11 a.m. Sunday. So make sure you guys check that out. So subscribe, like the stream, y'all. Like the stream. It really helps the channel a lot. Really, really, we appreciate it. Me and Danny will be doing Sailor Moon reactions this Saturday. And also, if you're paying attention to the channel, we did it, y'all. Kimmy has finally started One Piece. Shay didn't even realize. He was like, oh, shit, this is the Moon Piece Pod channel. This is not even me. He was confused. For a second. Yeah. Make sure you guys check out that stream. Kimmy watched Romance Dawn. She's watching One Piece. This Monday, she's going to be doing Orange Town. We making it happen here. We got Sailor Moon happening, and we got One Piece happening at the same time. We are finally reaching our final form. The Moon Piece podcast will finally be full soon. Whole. You know what I mean? So, on that note, y'all, enjoy your life.